right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Penix to the air to start us off. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Now he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. It's over.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Falcon first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
On first down, here's Penix. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Second down now. They need 7. Penix working from the gun. He's going deep. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now they're going to have to figure out this third down. And again, it's Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. The Falcons calling the field goal team's number this time. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. Bates' kick is up and good. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
Anytime you go on the road and you could put points on the board on your opening drive, job well done.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. It's his running back. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. He's going to throw it again. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long for him here. He throws a bullet down the right side. This is caught inside the 15. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Saints finish off their opening drive. So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Saints one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Reed now to kick this one away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Penix. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
And you know we don't give a fuck. It's like your birthday. You'll find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. You need the feeling. I'm in the habit. I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug. You can get me. You can find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. You need the feeling.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He cuts it to the right sideline. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints get 6 more on their early advantage.
Cover receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints drive their lead to 11. Reed now to kick this one away. Doesn't like what he sees, so he got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Quick slant into the hands of Mooney. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air with Penix. Rolling left, buying some time. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Short pass brought in. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They get 19 on that pickup. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Got that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Play fake, Penix. Rolling out to his left. Has it at the back of the end zone, but the throw carries him out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Got a man, it's Drake London. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Drake London with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons cut the lead down to 4. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Damian Pierce now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Now a give running right. He's off to the races. At the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get 6 more on their early advantage. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Reed now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. This, our last play of the quarter. On first down, here's Penix. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So that's one quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. 21-10 our score. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. Free inside the 30. Touchdown! The Falcons make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Up the middle, and somebody blocked it! And he's thrown down. It was a long shot after the block anyway, and they're unable to add anything on top of that touchdown. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Gets this one to Pierce. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
First down, and they go right back to it. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints hold an 11-point advantage.
Hey, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards. But the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Reed now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Throwing Penix. And downfield, he's got it. That's Dobbs. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Here's Penix. They look underneath here. Robinson. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Falcons make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Falcons trim the deficit down to 5.
Falcons 23.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This return starts at the 5. Good work so far. He's got room. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Dive play straight ahead. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
Drive on the play. It's now 3rd and 13.
He's dropping back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
From the contact.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Staying with Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing now on first down. Penix. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first. Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He puts a air under it deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Penix now. On the move, past the 40. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
They've got first down here from the 36. Again, Penix to the air. Right side, reeled in by Pitts.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Saints 29-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. And again, it's Penix. Back to Pitts it goes. It's inside the 10. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get some late points and the lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Point after up and good for Bates. And the Falcons take a slim 2-point lead.
Saints 38.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Things going well so far. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Airing it out to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got room to roam. And he's down to almost, oh, no, actually going to give him the 30 here. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's go.
Looking in the air here. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 18.
In the red zone, on first. Pulls it at the 7. He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Ready? 60, 70 Lions. 19 Lions.
Goal to go. They're passing. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A pretty automatic look for him from the left.
The field goal, to me, it's all about optics. Down by a little, up by a little. And either way, Kate, well, they know they got to raise their game in the second half.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Return starts at the 9. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard
line. Saints to the line now. First and 10. Give now to the running back. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Back to throw. Brought in right side. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. From the red zone now. Coming at the goal line. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
This will end up as a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons start the second half with some needed points. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Returning it from the 4. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Hits his running back. And he's brought down at the line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Shotgun now on third down. It's complete. This is Olave. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Back to throw now. First real mistake, that's intercepted. Clark Phillips with the pick. Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up third and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable second down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
Penix now on first down. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And they make the tackle at the 38. Gain 15 there. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, here's Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up third and 4.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Penix on third down. Ooh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Bates' kick is up and good. Now we have a member of the Saints injured after that play and obviously in need of some assistance.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Starting from the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable. and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Gets it through the middle. Down to the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Dorian Williams makes the play. The 50. The 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. Reed now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Running back motions right. They go play action. Here's Penix. Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Robinson on the inside give. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Penix working from the gun. He's got it over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down. And we've set it down from 37. Here's Robinson up the middle. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another carry for Robinson. And he's quite good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. They send a tight end in motion. 3rd down, it's Penix. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's making a bid for it. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
Now, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
The field goal is
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one is noble, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
at their own 30-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. They're going play action. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30. They're going to try and throw it here. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Lobs this deep down the middle. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off.
So that's now 2, Kate, that they got him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right, you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Running here with Bajan, and he's able to manage a couple on that run.
The truth, Kate, kind of felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, we're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Putting the receiver in motion. Penix here from the gun. That one's complete over the middle. And this gets him well away from danger as he is up past their 20. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he gets it away from his end zone. He'll start from the 39. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
This offense is now left some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
To the air with Penix. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Falcons clinging to a 1-point lead. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Penix looking to pass. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. So it'll be 2nd down.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
They're going to pass it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're 1st. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Rangers, 7, cut 16. Cut nice, Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Robinson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Falcons get some all-important insurance. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Bates now for the point after. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This is taken in at the 13. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go now. Trap low 80.
Setting up to pass. Completed to his running back. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the 1st down, too.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
Back to throw. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Inside 90 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First down.
He'll look to throw it. Back-to-back plays. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down. To the line for a new set of downs, only a lone timeout at their disposal. Sticking to the air here. Hits his running back. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? It's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Maybe a bit of desperation. And they're still on Brock. He brings in the touchdown, and now they've got a shot to force overtime.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement. Whenever they take a deep shot, it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Catches it at the 1. And the conversion is good. He's into the end zone. Oh, looks like we may be headed for overtime. They're not out of it yet. That conversion successfully tying this game and puts us, of course, on track for overtime.
So much momentum gain, long odds to get those 2-point conversions, but now you got to have discipline. We know, we've seen it in playoffs with limited time left. You got to make sure you finish the deal and carry this momentum you've just gained into that extra frame.
This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
Throwing now on 1st down. Penix. Hauled in by Mooney, left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Well, they waited right till the end to use this final timeout. Only 6 seconds left on the clock.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Here's Penix. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And it'll be incomplete. They went for it, trying to stun everybody with no time left on the clock. But alas, we are headed for overtime. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. First throw of overtime. Quick slant into the hands of Mooney. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now we're on with Robinson. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
Let's go.
Penix working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Running back sent in motion. 3rd down, it's Penix. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
4th down, Penix. Man downfield, and he finds London. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. So they go for it on 4th, partner, and they get it in a big way, 25 yards. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
1st down, Falcons.
And again, it's Penix. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
They motion him out of the backfield left. From the red zone on 1st. And coming the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take the lead in this game. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. Challenge has been laid down, partner, and it's time to see if they have an answer prepared as we're off again. Here's a return from the 7. Making some progress here. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Now it's his turn in overtime. Catch made left side by Palmer. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on them quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Oh, he lost the football. And the Falcons scoop it up. And they're able to add some extra yards onto the turnover too, Brock, as this defense steals away possession. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch your fade.